Hello, welcome back. So we are back on the Elementor canvas. In the previous videos, we covered the different type of layouts, which is the grid and the flexbox container. We also looked at the basic elements that are offered by Elementor and some general elements that you can use to build your pages. Now, in this video, we will get into the site elements and understand how we can use them on our website. So, are you ready for this? Let's go. So what are the site elements? The site elements are the elements that belong to the overall site. So things like the logo of your website, your title of your website, the title of the page, the menu that you see in the top header bar or the footer bar, the sitemap, and the mega menus. So all of these come under the site elements. So let's start with them one by one. Let's look at the site logo first. Let's drag it here. So the site logo element is basically used to add your website's logo to your header, footer, or wherever you want to add your logo in your website. So let me show you an example of how this element looks on a website, on a live website. So here is one of my websites. As you can see that this over here is the logo of this website. Now similarly on this another one of my website, the logo is over here. Right? Similarly on this website, this is the logo. On this website, this is the logo. So the site logo basically is the identity of your website, and you mostly add it to the top or the bottom of your website, or somewhere where it is necessary to add inside the pages also. So for now, for this particular website, we did not upload any logo, but let's, for an example, just select one of the images that we have. So when we click on change site logo, it will take us to site settings and site identity. We saw this even when we were going through the site settings in the previous videos. So from here, you can upload the site logo. So we can choose an image. If we want this image to be the site logo, this is just a reference example image, but I'm sure you will make your own logo, right? And save change. Now this image is being used as the logo for my website. Now I can add this logo anywhere on the website. So for now, from here, let's see what are the options that we can use to manage this particular element. So from here, you can upload the logo. Decide the resolution. If you want this link to be the link of the website, so when somebody clicks on this, you land on the home page of the website. That can be done from here, or you can give a custom URL. So when somebody clicks on the logo, they go to a specific page or specific section. So all that can be managed from here. From here, you can actually decide the various width, height, and all those options. Normally the logo is really small like this, so that is why I've kept it small. Logos are mostly left aligned, and they should be in line or of a custom width. So I can decide the width of the logo also over here, right? Logos are mostly small, so we can do all this from here. Now under style, you can decide the width, you can decide the border radius, you want a shadow under the logo, and then you can do the advanced settings from here. So basically the purpose of this particular element is to let you add a logo on your website. So you can do that using this particular element. Now moving on, site title. Site title is nothing but the title of our website that we had added. So when we add this particular element, it will automatically pick up the site title that we had added. So where did we add this? We can add this either through site settings under site identity, you see, we have already added the site name as Startup Swiss Knife. So the same is appearing here. Now you will also see the site description with the next element. So all these things are added from the site settings. Let's see if there are any settings that we can do here. Again, this site title also can be linked to the site URL. So if somebody clicks on the site title, they will land on the home page. We can style this, decide the typography, decide where the title should be placed, the color, what should happen on hover, and the spacing from here. So you can see on these other websites also, this is the site title, Vidyasagar Convent School, and this is the logo. So they have been placed next to each other. Similarly here, there is no title, there is only logo. Here this is the site title and the logo on its side. Similarly, the site title and the logo. So this is how it is used on a website. Now moving on, the next element is the page title. So if you want to add a title to any page, you can use this particular element. Now let's look at the WordPress menu element. So we can drag it here. So what this does is that it lets you create a menu for your WordPress website. So let me give you an example of a menu first. Here you can see on this website on the top, this is a menu. A menu lets you access different pages of the website. If the visitor of your website wants to go to a different page, they can go from this menu. Similarly, on this website, the menu is over here. So they can go to the services, processes, projects from here. On this website, the menu is over here. Right? On this website, there is a different type of menu. This is a mega menu. I will show this at a later stage. So the menu can be added both in the header part and in the footer part. Over here, you can see you have menu items here also. So that's a menu. To use this element, you have to first create a menu for your website. So let's do that first. So to do that, let's click on this icon over here and click on Exit to WordPress. So here we are on the WordPress admin dashboard. Then under Appearance, go to Menus. When you click on it, you get an option to create your first menu. So let's call it the header menu. Now create menu. Now the menu has been created. Now you can add what all items you want to show in the header menu. So I can add any pages that I have in the menu. So for now we just have one page on the website. So we can add this to the menu. In addition to this, we can even create some custom links. So for example, HTTPS. So when somebody clicks on this menu item, he will go to Google. I'm just creating these because we don't have more pages. We can create more pages also and add them. But I'm just to add few more items in the menu. I'm just doing this. So like this, we have added 3 items to the menu. If you have any categories created, those can also be added. If you have any posts, those can be added. So pages, post, categories, and some custom links can be added to your menu. So since we have added these 3 items, let's save. Now the menu has been saved. Now let's go back to our page, go to Pages and All Pages. And in front of this page, let's click on Edit with Elementor. So now we are back on this page where we are looking at different type of elements. So now you see we had added this menu element from Site Elements. We had pulled this WordPress menu element, and you can see now whatever items we added to it are now visible as a menu over here. So we can actually edit this menu to look the way we want it to be. So if you have more than one menu, you can select which menu you want from here. Right now it's just showing header menu. How do you want the menu to be arranged? Should it be horizontal like it is now? Do you want it to be vertical? So now it is vertically arranged. Do you want it to be a drop down? So this is how a menu appears on a mobile. When you click on it, a drop down menu will open. right? So like this, you can create a menu as per your liking. Let's take it back to horizontal. The menu items can be in the middle of the page also, right? On the right hand side. So you can align that from here. If you want an underline on the active item like this, you select underline, otherwise you can select overline. So you can do these settings from here. You can change the animation. When should the breakpoint happen? So once you open the website on a tablet, then it will basically change into a hamburger menu like this. So that breakpoint is set from here. Where do you want the text to be aligned? So all of these options can be played with, and you can design your menu from here. Then you can style the menu, the typography, the color of the divider, what should be the pointer width. All of these things can be done from here. If you have multiple sub items under each of these items, their designing, the designing of the drop down in mobile, the designing of the toggle button, all of that can be done from there, and the spacing can be added from here. So this is basically the menu element that you can use on your website while building your website. Now moving on, let's look at the sitemap. Now the purpose of sitemap is mainly for the SEO purpose. So we add a sitemap to the footer of our website so that if somebody who wants to see the entire structure of our website, they can go through that sitemap and understand what content is where. So let me show you an example. On this website, you can see in the footer menu, we have added a sitemap. So when you click on it, you can see a sitemap page opens where you can see all the pages that are there on the website. What are the products here? What are the category pages? So all the pages and structure of the website is visible through the sitemap. So that is the purpose of sitemap. You can also add a sitemap to the footer of your website, and it's very useful in SEO. So that's the sitemap for you. Now that in this website, we only have one page and we have not created any categories till now. So you just see this. Now the next item is the mega menu. Now the mega menu is a very unique feature that is available through Elementor. I'll show you one example of mega menu. Now you see these are simple menus. The ones that you see over here, these are just simple basic menus. But on this website, you can see now this is a mega menu, and even more complex menus can be created than this. So this is an e-commerce website and it has different categories, and under each categories there are so many subcategories. So you can arrange all of that like a mega menu and showcase it to your customers. So this can be done through the mega menu element. So here you can actually create multiple items. Under each item you can have different URLs. Then you can also add more content under each item. So let me show you how I built this mega menu. So we'll go to the backend of this website and see the structure of this mega menu. Here you can see I have opened the header, and inside this container there is this mega menu. Now you can see that here there are two menu items, shop by category, which are just being used as titles, and login and sign up. This is again used as a title. So in under login and sign up, I have just placed the login and sign up page of this website. Whereas in shop by category, there is no URL. So now under each one of these, you can see inside shop by category, I have added a grid. So this is the grid that I'm using. You can see, so there are two columns, column 1 and column 2. And in column 1, only one container is present, which is spread across two rows, row 1 and row 2. And in column 2, there are two containers, each taking one row. So that is why you see this kind of a structure. Now inside each container, this is the first container. I have a heading, which is the heading of that category. And then I'm using this icon list to add different subcategories and then the link to that particular subcategory. So like this, you can create a huge menu. Similarly, for this particular container, I have this heading, Marble and Geodefect products, and then I have an icon list containing these two subcategories and the link to those subcategories. So like this, using a mega menu, you can create an enormous menu instead of a basic simple looking menu that you see on other websites. So this kind of a mega menu is very useful in e-commerce websites or a website where there are a lot of services, like a directory website, or there are different use cases for this particular type of menu. So I just wanted you to see the backside of how this kind of a menu is prepared. So I hope you got some value from this video and got some understanding about different type of site elements that are offered by Elementor. Now, all the screenshots and all the steps would be present in the blog, and for that blog I'll leave the link in the description so you can go through it and try to understand at your own pace. And in the next video we will try and look at the pro elements. So till then, you keep learning, and I will see you in the next one. Have a nice day.